Now that you've got your elevator pitch, your one-liner, and you've kind of done all that mahi behind selling yourself and you understand your purpose, it's time to connect to your audiences and your stakeholders. So now you have to ask yourself, who are they? Who are the people that you want to learn and hear about the stuff that you're doing? What is the tone? What is the voice? But also, what is the vibe of how you want to actually approach that relationship? Because that's the most important thing to think about. Because it is a relationship. It's a relationship that you nurture. And as I mentioned before, that you approach with high level of authenticity and passion. So when you think about your audiences, it's important to actually think about not necessarily about segmentation, but understanding that you always have multiple different audiences to consider. Are they your peers? Are they other artists and other creatives within your field? Are they people who fund your stuff? Are they your sponsors? Are they people who are buying your product or that you're selling your product to? Who are they? It's really important because each time you have to be considerate as to how will you approach them? Which platform do they hang out at? How will you market yourself differently to all these different audiences to make sure the tone is right, that you are reaching them, and that you're being that authentic self? With that in mind, it's really important to consider how will you do that online? Because that is where your audiences hang out. Majority of people have some kind of level of social media interaction, whether that's Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, or LinkedIn. So maybe it's your website that you want to create. You need to think about the different way you're going to approach each, because no one wants to see you doing the same thing across all platforms the same way. Why? Because it's boring, and you are not boring. So you need to consider different audiences, different platforms, and different modes of operating in these different spaces. So with that in mind, be, again, authentic, use your tone. Think about where this next step is going to take you. What is it that you want to put out there? What is it that you want to invite? Is it a proposition? Is it an invitation for a collaboration? Is it the next point of your journey towards your funders? And it is actually maybe the next thing that you're going to do that you want to tell people and you want them to get excited about it. Maybe it's about also showing people the process because they want to understand how you make or do what you do. It's important to show those behind the scenes elements. Show them what you do. Be yourself.